Hi, I'm Cheryl. Thanks for joining me. This is Your Journey Yoga. And today we are going to be going over that 8 kind of essential stretches that if you can get these done every day, it will really make a difference in your posture, in how you feel, in just the body mechanics of everyday life. So just really, really great stretches. And again, if you can get them done every day as often as you can, it doesn't take too long. So the 8 essential stretches. So we're going to start in our tabletop. So hands and knees. Hands are hip width apart, shoulder width apart, knees are hip width apart, core is nice and strong, fingers are spread nice and wide. We take a big breath in to cow pose, tummy towards the floor, gaze and sit bones to the sky. Exhale, lift your spine, hollow your tummy and chest, tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone, give a little push away with your hands and your knees. Inhale it back to cow. So we're just going to do about 5 of each of these. Just moving with your breath. Nothing super fast. Doesn't have to be super slow. Just really working to get those big full deep breaths. Eyes can be open or closed. No right or wrong, guys. Just working out kinks in the back. Working to articulate those vertebrae one at a time. Helping to realign the spine. Getting those pelvic tilts. Anterior and posterior. Just keeping the movements fluid. Let's do one more each direction. Coming back to your neutral spine. And we send it back to child's pose. Child's pose, wonderful stretch for the shoulders, for the quadriceps, a release for the lower back. Now you might notice on some days that the shoulders aren't a big fan of the arms being extended out in front. So if you have tighter shoulders on those days, or every day, you can choose to stack your hands with the forehead pressed against. You can sweep your hands back by your feet, opening the palms to the sky, and just relax the weight of the arms. Now you're not going to get that same shoulder stretch, but this will still get you in that lower back and the quadriceps, and it'll help ease tension out of the shoulders and neck. So taking 4 or 5 good deep breaths in child's pose, just letting yourself surrender in. Knees can be together, or you're welcome to open up those knees. That just creates a little more space for your tummy and chest if you're having a hard time getting those big deep breaths in. Filling those lungs, letting go of tension, tightness. Moving on to our wonderful third stretch, one of my favorite stretches. Arms extended out nice and long, hands shoulder width apart, spread your fingers wide. Let's lift the forehead, tuck the toes, press and lift your hips to the sky. Down dog. So our down dog pose, this is amazing to get stronger, to help release tension, believe it or not, through the shoulders and through the wrists. But we want to make sure that we are doing our down dog pose correctly. So we want to make sure that we're getting the bend out of the wrists as much as we can and creating a nice long diagonal line from the fingertips up to your sit bones. So if that means you need to bend your knees, bend your knees. If you're feeling pressure through the shoulders and into the wrists, your weight is forward and we've created a bend in the wrist. Give a little push back through the palms of the hands. Guide your weight back. And you get that bend out. And then slowly, slowly release your heels towards the mat. Now those heels might not come all the way down. That's okay. And we inhale it to high plank. 4 of these between our down dogs and our high planks. Promoting shoulder mobility, hip mobility, strengthen the core, strengthen the shoulders, lengthen the hamstrings and the calves, allowing that head to be heavy as you come back to down dog. We're going to do one more and meet back in down dog. 3. Slow deep breaths. We shift our weight to our left foot, right toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that right knee through, foot to the inside, pigeon pose. Pigeon pose, probably one of the most requested poses that I ever get. One of the most loved, I think. So if you are in pigeon pose and your knees are not happy, so variation of pigeon is to draw that back knee in and to create like a letter Z so that that right hip is resting on the mat. Otherwise, we want to be up nice and tall so you're not listing over onto that hip. If the lower back needs a little extra, we're going to take the hands forward to get some of that arch out of the back. I just want you to make sure that you keep the length through the neck, that you don't sink into those shoulders. If the back feels great, stay up tall. Find your breath. If you like, you can extend an arm. You do not have to. This just adds extra weight and releases that support. So if you find that you are tensing up in your hip as you lift an arm, better to have that arm stay down. If you like, lift the other arm. Again, just added weight and you're releasing that support. If you're feeling yourself kind of falling over onto that right hip, better to have that hand down for support. And slowly release your hands down, walk the hands forward, either fully extending those arms or stacking your hands to sleeping pigeon. Taking a big breath in, squeeze every muscle in that lower body. Feel yourself lift up just a little bit, and then exhale, let it go. Find your breath. So our sleeping pigeon is really about surrendering in, relaxing as much as you possibly can. This is a great stretch. If anybody is dealing with piriformis issues, IT band tightness, hip tightness, lower back tightness, this will help alleviate a lot of that, but it takes time, so be patient. Use those breaths to help let go. Now slowly walk your hands up. One hand on either side of the knee, tuck your toes, lift your hips, sweep it back. Extend right leg to the sky. And gently release it down to down dog. Now let's take it to the other side. Shift your weight to the right foot, left toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that left knee through, foot to the inside. Again, pigeon on this side. So if we need to take care of that left knee, we come over onto that left hip and pull that right knee in, making that letter Z. We want to take the pressure off of that knee. Otherwise, we are up nice and tall. Taking care of that lower back if you need to get some of the arch out, or staying up tall. Again, it's about surrendering. Okay, so it's about letting go of the tension wherever we're finding it. If you like, lift an arm, either arm. If you don't feel it, you don't. It's about honoring wherever you are right today, this moment. Extending both arms if you like. If you're feeling yourself tense up and squeezing those muscles, engaging those muscles, better to have the hand down. Soft through the shoulders. Now slowly release the hands and let's walk it forward. Either fully extending those arms, relaxing the weight of the head down, or stacking the hands, resting the forehead against the back of the hands. Take a big breath in and squeeze every muscle in that lower body. And then exhale, release. Find your breath. So just taking as much time, I always like to say 4 or 5 breaths in these deeper poses, deeper stretches, to give your body a chance to realize you're not going to ask more of it than it's ready to give. As you're ready, walk your hands back up, one hand on either side of your knee, tuck your toes, lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend left leg to the sky. And gently release it down to down dog. So down dog is kind of our home base when you do yoga flows, but it really is a wonderful, wonderful, really important stretch that is so beneficial for so many different reasons. And believe it or not, it can become as relaxing as child's pose. Maybe not today, but someday. And we shift our weight to our left foot, right toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that right foot through. Back knee can come down or knee can stay off. And and we lift the arms to a crescent lunge. So here we want to focus on the hips being heavy and sinking into this lunge. If that's not great for you and it's just more work and you want to focus more on the stretch, bring that back knee down and let the hips come forward. So we're getting the stretch through the front of that left leg. Arms can be extended overhead. You can rest your hands on your thigh. You can pull your hands into heart center. Whatever feels right to you. So we're getting into the inner thigh. We're getting into that right hip, but long through the hip flexors. Breathe. Soft shoulders. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little bit. And then exhale, sink. Again, inhale, straighten to that front leg just a little bit. And exhale, sink. So it's controlled. We're not just falling forward. Inhale, straighten just a bit. Exhale and sink. Circle the arms to the back. Release your hands on either side of your foot. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, sweep it back. Extend right leg to the sky. And gently release it down. And it just wouldn't be me if I didn't ask you to inhale it to high plank. Give me a push-up. Just a little extra bonus again. And one more if you like. Lift your hips to down dog. Shifting your weight to your right foot, left toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping your left foot through. Back knee down if you like. You can keep the knee off. Untuck those toes if the knee is down. And let that weight be heavy. Sinking forward. Long stretch through the front of that right leg. Again, arms. We can have them overhead. Resting hands on the thigh. Bringing the hands to heart center. Find what's right for you. If you like, inhale, straighten that front leg a little bit. And then exhale, sink. And you can kind of play with the hand posture if you like. Inhale, straighten that front leg a bit. Exhale and sink. Core staying strong. Again, this is controlled. We're not just falling forward. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, sink. As you sink, notice how your body responds. Where's the tightness that you feel? Where do you feel it the most? Find your breath, soften the shoulders, big circle of those arms around behind. Release your hands on either side of your foot, tuck your toes, lift your hips, sweep it back. Extend, left leg to the sky. And gently release it down. Inhale it to high plank. Crocodile down. Press it through, up dog. Let's sit it back to child's pose. So again, child's pose, that wonderful place to stretch through the shoulders, through the side body, the lower back. Getting a nice stretch for those quadriceps, the knees, but be mindful. You can always put a pillow or something between your bottom and your calves to give a little support if the knees are not a big fan of child's pose. And then slowly walk the hands up. Come over onto a hip and extend. Let's take those legs out to a nice wide V. Sitting up tall, flex your feet. Inhale, reach to the sky, and as you exhale, release that right arm along the inside of your thigh. Left arm up and over. So getting that QL region of that lower back. Beautiful stretch all the way down that left side of the body. Rolling that right shoulder back just a bit. Breathe. And we inhale it up tall. Other side. Releasing the hands. Arm up and over. Rolling your top shoulder back just a bit. Keeping those feet flexed best you can. Gazing towards the sky. Feel that stretch all the way down the side of the body. Let's do that one more time each side. Inhale it up. Switch it sides. Up and over. Inhale it up. Switch sides. Last time. Up and over. And inhale it up. Release your arm. Let's bring those feet together, and we're going to cross that right leg underneath the left, bringing that left foot just to the top of the knee, or the base of the knee, or the top of the knee. And we're just going to sit up nice and tall. Wrapping the crook of that right elbow around your knee, pull it in nice and tight. Really feeling that nice stretch with your hip. We're going to add a rotation in here, so increasing that spinal flexibility. Really important to keep that spine young and long and tall. So sit up as tall as you can sit, drawing the knee in towards the chest. Extend left arm straight out, lift it high, circle it all the way around behind you, hand to the floor, press against the floor to get that extra length. Now turn your gaze out over that left shoulder. With a little tuck of your chin towards that left collarbone. Just getting a nice stretch to the neck. Again, keeping that length in the spine. Spinal rotation, really important to help bring out tension and tightness. Any kind of anxiety or worry. That beautiful stretch for that left hip. A little lift to the head. Reach back with those left hands. Circle it up and over. Release your rotation. Pull those knees in tight. Lift the chest. Roll those shoulders back. See if you can feel that activation through the upper and middle back. This is Lord of the Fish. Breathe. Release the intensity with the arms, and let's switch sides. Tucking that left foot underneath us, right foot to the base of the knee, or crossing to the top of the knee. We work to get both sit bones down. Using the hands to support with that knee, lift your spine as high as you can get, as long as you can make that spine. Now wrap the crook of that left elbow around the knee, pull it in nice and tight. Adding that spinal rotation, now we're starting to feel a deeper stretch in that right hip. Right arm extends out, lift it high, reach as high as you can reach. Circle the right arm around behind you, hand to the floor, press against the floor to get that extra length in the spine. And then turn your gaze out over that back shoulder. A little tuck of your chin towards that right collarbone. Shoulders down and away from the ears. Just a nice stretch from the neck. A release of tension in the back. Great stretch from the hips. Breathe. Extend right arm straight back, circle it all the way up and over. Releasing that rotation, pull the hands to just below the knee and pull it in nice and tight. Now roll those shoulders back. Draw the shoulder blades down towards one another. Activate that upper and middle back. So a strong upper middle back and open chest, helping to promote good posture. Really important, you guys, with each day that passes. Release the intensity with the arms. We turn to the top of the mat. Extend the legs out nice and long and just gently, slowly roll yourself back. Take your time. Close your eyes. And relax. Draw your right knee in towards your chest. Right arm extends out to a T. Left hand to the outside of the right knee and gently pull your leg across your body. Keeping both shoulders on the floor just as best you can. Turn your gaze out over that right arm. So another spinal twist, another nice release for the hip. We hold lots of tension, guys, in that lower back and in those hips. So we want to try and let go of as much of that as possible. Another really nice release for the neck. So as you just let that gaze fall out over that extended arm, just letting that tension go. Releasing that left hand, slowly roll it back to center. Extending right leg to the sky. Point your toes, look, let's turn a rotation through that hip. Reach it out and slowly lower your leg down. And pulling that left knee in. Left arm extends out to a T. Right hand to the outside of the left knee and just gently pull your leg across your body. Keeping both shoulders on the floor best you can. Turn your gaze out over that left arm. Just let the tension go in the neck. Close your eyes. Let gravity take a little bit of the weight of the arm to draw that knee towards you. Bringing out tension and tightness. Any kind of twisting motions. Great for Starting to let go of the purities that we've had to eat, to drink, that we breathe in, that we feel, that we accept from the universe. Just any kind of negative energy that's not going to serve you well. And any kind of not so great things that you have to eat. A great way to remove that through the body. Release that right hand, slowly roll it back to center. Extend left leg to the sky. Point your toes, lengthen your leg. A little external rotation through that hip. Slowly lower it in. And relax. We pull one knee in towards the chest and then the other. And rock it out. Let's turn back to face front. So my friends, those 8 essential poses that are just fantastic for you guys to do every day. Again, it doesn't take long, as we see. You can tie them in with a flow. You don't have to. You can break them up and just do them individually. But they really are very, very beneficial to help let go of tension in the neck, the shoulders. Lots for those hips. Mobility through the shoulders and the hips. Mobility through the spine, posture correction. So really feeling that length in the spine. I hope this has been helpful. Again, breaking down. So it was cat and cow. It's child's pose. It's down dog, pigeon. That QL stretch with the legs wide. Crescent lunge, Lord of the Fish with our legs crisscrossed and pulling the knee in, getting that rotation. And then finally that spinal twist on the floor. You can always add in, as I gave you guys, a little bonus of those push-ups, but really just getting the body moving. And it doesn't take a real long time. Give yourself a few moments. Find your breath, find the movement, find a little bit of a flow, find the smile on your face. Finding a place for your hands to rest. Close your eyes for just a moment. Sit up nice and tall. And as I always like to finish our practice, offer any of these words to take with you, or just let them float on by. Beauty is within each and every one of us. Help others to find theirs. Just gently open the eyes. Take a big breath in, reach to the sky, and exhale, thumbs to heart center. Have a wonderful day, you guys. Thank you so, so much for joining me today. Be well, take care, and until the next time, namaste.